Intro. Nature can be beautiful, but it can also be brutal. A place where survival is never guaranteed, where predators stalk, prey flees, and every decision means life or death. But sometimes, the story doesn't go the way you expect. Because in the wild, prey doesn't always run. Sometimes, prey fights back. Sometimes, it becomes too dangerous to eat. With toxic skin, foul-tasting flesh, mind-bending camouflage, or sheer brute force, these animals flip the food chain on its head. They are the ones predators regret messing with. So, if you think lions, pumas, or dragons always win, think again. Join us as we count down the strangest and most shocking moments where predators met their match. Number 14. Komodo dragon versus Murray eel. The Komodo dragon, a living dinosaur, 3 meters long, 7 to 5 kilograms of muscle, claws, and venom. A hunter with patience, power, and a hunger that never ends. Native to Indonesia, these apex lizards have ruled their volcanic islands for millions of years. They hunt deer, pigs, even water buffalo. Nothing is safe when the dragon comes. But not today. Because today, the dragon picked the wrong prey. The Murray eel, a serpent of the sea, armed with a bizarre second jaw hidden deep in its throat, a pharyngeal jaw that snaps forward like something out of science fiction. Its bite is lined with razor teeth. But its true weapon is stranger still, a toxic mucus that coats its body. A slimy shield that can make predators sick, or worse. The dragon, patrolling the shoreline, finds a gift, a stranded Murray eel, thrashing helplessly on the sand. To a hungry lizard, this looks like an easy meal. He approaches cautiously, sniffing, testing. Then, he strikes. 1 bite, 2 bites. Then he swallows the eel whole. Victory? Not quite. Moments later, the dragon begins to convulse. The eel's toxins take hold, forcing the giant lizard to vomit violently until its meal comes back out, whole and undigested. The hunter is left humiliated, belly empty, pride wounded. The dragon slinks away. Today, the eel won without even fighting back. Number 13. Mother zebra versus lioness. The African savanna, a land where lions reign supreme. Silent, stalking, calculating. A lioness closes in on her target, a young zebra foal. To her, this is the perfect meal, small, vulnerable, and easy to bring down alone. She charges, seizing the foal in her jaws. The herd scatters in panic. The baby screams. But this hunt is not over. Because where there is a baby, there is a mother. Weighing nearly half a ton, built with crushing kicks that can deliver over 3,000 pounds of force, the mother zebra charges back into the fray. Without hesitation, she lashes out, hooves slamming into the lioness's face. 1 strike, then another. The predator is stunned, dazed, helpless. The foal scrambles free. Mother and child flee together. The lioness is left humiliated, her hunt ruined by a mother's love. In the savannah, courage can be sharper than claws. Number 12. Buffalo versus lions. A herd of buffalo, 100 strong, united, powerful, unstoppable when charging together. But the lions have a plan. In the chaos of the stampede, a calf is separated, cornered, helpless. The lions close in, ready to kill. But then, disaster strikes. Not for the calf, but for the lions. Another pride intrudes, fighting over the kill before it's even made. What began as a hunt turns into civil war. Lions claw, bite, and roar at each other, forgetting the calf in their rage. And in that moment of chaos, the baby buffalo limps free, returning to the safety of its herd. For the lions, a meal lost. For the buffalo, a miracle. In the wild, sometimes survival isn't about strength, it's about timing. Number 11. Wildebeest versus lions. The migration. 2 million wildebeest on the move, a rolling feast for Africa's predators. 3 lionesses plot an ambush. 1 chases from behind, herding the wildebeest straight into the jaws of 2 waiting ahead. It is a perfect trap, but survival favors the bold. At the last moment, the wildebeest leaps, soaring clean over the lionesses. 10 feet through the air, a desperate, Impossible escape. The ambush collapses. The lions scramble to recover, but the prey vanishes into a pool, disappearing to safety. For once, the hunted became the hero, leaving the hunters with nothing but dust. Number 10. Buffalo versus lion. Sometimes, hunger makes predators reckless. A lion breaks from its pride, targeting a buffalo calf. But he didn't count on the herd's defenders. With a roar and a charge, an adult buffalo slams into him, tossing him high into the air. The herd joins in, stamping, ramming, striking again and again. The lion surrenders, broken and bruised. The buffaloes stand tall, victorious. In this war, unity beats hunger. Number 9. Guanaco versus puma. High in the Andes, a puma stalks its prey. The guanaco, a wild cousin of the llama. Normally, the outcome is certain. The puma is faster, stronger, an apex predator with cubs to feed. She pounces, claws sinking deep. But this guanaco refuses to die. With a violent kick, it throws the puma off, then delivers a staggering blow. The puma collapses, defeated. The guanaco flees, leaving her hungry and humiliated before her own cubs. In the wild, strength matters. But on some days, willpower decides everything. In the untamed wilderness, where every sunrise marks the beginning of another battle for existence, survival is not a gift but a relentless trial. And the stage of life is written not in comfort but in struggle, where predator and prey constantly test the boundaries of instinct, power, and resilience. Imagine the tense silence along a riverbank when a thirsty elephant lowers its trunk into the water, unaware of the ancient predator waiting below. In an instant, the surface erupts and the colossal beast is seized by a crocodile's crushing jaws, yet what seems like certain defeat becomes a clash of titans as the elephant, drawing on sheer willpower and raw strength, drags the reptile onto dry land, trampling it underfoot until the hunter becomes the hunted. Shift now to the rocky savanna, where a honey badger, no bigger than a medium-sized dog, is cornered by a leopard that pounces with calculated precision. But nature's little warrior twists, bites, and refuses to yield, its thick skin and ferocious spirit forcing the leopard to retreat in disbelief, proving that size alone does not decide the victor. From the skies, an eagle swoops down with talons sharp as blades, certain of an easy meal, only to be met with the desperate thrashing of a rabbit that twists, kicks, and claws back, turning what was meant to be a clean strike into a dangerous gamble for the raptor. And sometimes, shockingly, the rabbit escapes, leaving the hunter exhausted and empty talent. In swampy wetlands, where shadows lurk beneath murky water, a snapping alligator clamps down on a turtle, believing its armored prey to be helpless. But the turtle's shell, a fortress sculpted by millions of years of evolution, holds firm, and with persistence it wriggles free, a living example that patience and protection can outlast brute force. On the open plains, the cheetah, nature's embodiment of speed, explodes into a breathtaking chase, its eyes locked on a gazelle, every stride burning energy like fire. Yet just as the predator closes in, the gazelle veers, leaps, and with impossible agility escapes by inches, leaving the world's fastest land animal sprawled in the dust, panting and defeated. Under the cloak of night, a porcupine wanders into danger as a hungry leopard creeps closer. But as the cat lunges, it is met not with soft flesh but with a wall of quills that drive deep into its paws and muzzle, forcing the predator to recoil in agony. A painful lesson that some meals are simply not worth the price. In grasslands and villages alike, encounters defy expectation. A simple house cat, cornered by a venomous snake, stands its ground with sharp reflexes, batting strike after strike with lightning speed until the serpent recoils and slips away, proving courage is not reserved for giants. Time after time, these moments remind us that survival is never guaranteed, that even the strongest can stumble, and even the smallest can prevail. The crocodile may fail, the eagle may fall short, the cheetah may miss, and the leopard may retreat, because in this eternal struggle, nature writes no guarantees, only possibilities. Each battle, whether won or lost, becomes a living testament to resilience, strategy, and the eternal balance that has kept life in motion for millions of years. And as long as the wild endures, these extraordinary confrontations will continue to remind us that life is not simply about strength or speed, but about spirit, persistence, and the refusal to surrender when survival hangs by a thread.